What's up, guys? I wanted to give you some tips, some things that I do when it is extremely hot to stay motivated. I've got some maintenance that I've got to be doing today. Before I did that, I just want to give you some things that I do that kind of just allow us to make it through the summer. Some of these are little psychological tricks, and if you stay tuned, I really think it's going to have some value for you and making it through what is, it's just always brutal this time of year. Okay, so for me, tying my work to a tangible reward, it makes an enormous difference. For example, whenever you go out and you kind of just get on autopilot this time of year, and then the client needs a one-off head trimming job, nobody's excited about doing a one-off head trimming job when it's this hot. The key to making this work is realizing that this is not a business reason for you doing this job. It is something that you want. Maybe a new pair of shoes or a new pair of glasses, or my point being is whenever you're out doing that job, if you have earmarked that money towards something tangible, it just, at least for me, it gives me a different sense of motivation and feeling whenever I'm doing it as compared to Miss Jones needs her head just trimmed again in the middle of July. Like, oh my, I just got to get this off my plate. There is a big difference between doing the work and feeling like you just want to get it off your plate versus doing the work and saying, hey, these little bit of funds that I'm going to get for this, I've earmarked it for this new little thing that I want over here. And again, this is very, very shallow. There's no deep meaning to this, but for me, it just makes a really big difference for me, keeping the motivation up in the middle of the summer for those little pesky one-off jobs. The second thing I would say is to reframe everything in a very, very positive light, particularly if you're out, instead of saying like, oh my gosh, I'm dying today, it's so hot, and just kind of having that mentality. If you will reframe your way of thinking to what is actually the truth, is that there's many people who could not do this type of work in this type of heat, all right? And there's many people who are not willing to sacrifice what you are willing to sacrifice in this heat, okay? Meaning that there are a dozen lawn care companies that start up in your area if not multiple dozens of lawn care companies that start up in your area every single year. And guess what? We get an influx of calls every single year about July and August because guess what? My landscaper stopped showing. Of course he stopped showing up. It's ridiculously hot. And for me, I kind of wear that as a badge of honor. Like, we've been doing this now 9 years. And I'll tell you what, man, if you have done this for any length of time and you have had some consistency in what you're doing, I would encourage you, whenever you're out and it's easy for you to start getting down on yourself, you need to stop and give yourself a little pep talk and say, hey, I am doing something that a lot of people quit on, and that's a big deal, man. Flip the script, because the truth is you are doing things right now that are very, very hard that other people are unwilling to do in an effort to better yourself. I think you should give yourself a lot of credit for that. So that'd be my number 2 tip, is positive self-talk. You're doing something that not a lot of people are willing to do. The third thing that I would say is give yourself some grace during the day. I know we just done a video about like starting super early and then just kind of staying on task and being super efficient. I'll link that video right here if you want to check that out. But I would encourage you to, the summer for us is not about the time to just put the pedal down and go wide open. You really can burn yourself out. Because if somebody's telling you that you just need to go full throttle, wide open all the time, anybody who knows anything about anything will tell you that is not sustainable. It doesn't matter what you do. There are periods of time in your business when you put the throttle down and you go wide open, all right? And then there are times for rest and breaks, all right? For some people, that's the winter and the fall. Everybody's in the grind in the summer, and I would tell you this, in the summer, this is a perfect opportunity, all right? You've been grinding in the spring, you've been going. It is okay in the summer, all right? Give yourself a little bit of a grace, all right? It's okay to take longer to get those jobs done during the day, okay? It is okay to have a little extra longer lunch break and soak up a little more of that AC. Take another trip or two to the gas station, you know, all right? So, oh my gosh, Jonathan, this is completely contrary to your efficiency video. I know, we're talking about something completely different. We are talking about giving yourself grace to get through what is an unbearable time of year in many markets. You don't have to go full throttle all the time, man. Tie those pesky jobs to a tangible reward. Make sure that you are giving yourself a little bit of a grace, because you are doing things that many others are unwilling to do right now at this time. And then also, it's okay to back off the throttle a little bit during the summer. Go into self-preservation mode, put things on autopilot. The goal is to just get through. We can put our foot on the gas at the end of the summer, the very beginning of the fall, and create some more momentum, all right, as we go into the fall season. You guys get your trucks and everything ready for the week. That is what I'm fixing to be doing, sharpening some mower blades here, and then just getting the mower tires filled up, all the normal things I need to do to make sure that our week goes off without a hitch. I'll see you guys tomorrow.